If you're born under the sign of the dragon in the year 2024, you are offending the grandeur. Well, doesn't sound good, isn't it? Stay tuned to find out. So for those of you born under the sign of the dragon, in the dragon year itself, when the dragon meets the dragon year, it's considered offending the grandeur. Now, of course, if you're based on traditional astrology, offending the grandeur means that this year there'll be a lot of problems, obstacles, challenges in terms of health, right? When there are seemingly small things blow up to become big things, meaning it's a year full of drama. Okay, now, of course, this is just a traditional reading. You are here in a reading with Joey Yap, so we have a very different view of how things should be. Firstly, the grandeur in the dragon year, it's not necessarily offending the grandeur, it's only offending the grandeur if you do not take on the grandeur position. It is offensive not to take up the offer of a higher ranking position, more responsibility, and do more and be more for others. Remember, grandeur basically means a leadership position. That's what it means. The grandeur means you are going to lead and you are going to help people become better. But when this role is your turn to take up this mentor's role, right? This position of leadership, and you don't do it because of fear, you don't do it because you lack the courage, you don't do it because you're indecisive, you don't do it because simply you think, you believe you are not ready, and these opportunities come, they will come in a very nasty form. That's why they say offending the grandeur for dragons is called self-punishment. So in order to so-called change this situation, all you need to do is really consider being more proactive in terms of taking on new roles, suggest new changes, take on responsibilities, care for others, and more importantly, lead. Leaders, like the grandeur, must lead. If you do not lead, you will face a lot of obstacles, problems, challenges, health issues, and so forth. That's how the so-called offending grandeur works. So in the old books, they say, oh, you know, if you're born, you have the dragon, and if you have, and you're in a senior age, you should be careful because you might injure your leg, you might injure something. Well, here's a tip for you, right? If you are at a certain age and you are very, concerned with safety, pretend like you walk everywhere there's gold on the floor. Right? You pay attention, right? That's all you really need to do, okay? So really, I think offending the grandeur has been blown out of proportion because usually with the Grand Duke star, there's this star called Kim Feng, which is sword age and hidden corpse and all that. So it actually means injuries. It's only injuries because sometimes, we are not conscious. We are not aware. We're not mindful. If you're someone that is mindful and you are aware of what you're doing, that means you are able to basically, not fall under this trap of getting hurt or injured easily. Now you say, yeah, but it's not easy. Well, the whole idea of astrology or metaphysics is for us to become more mindful, become more conscious, right? That's the whole idea, right? Why else would you be looking at astrology chart if you don't want to become more mindful of what's in store and what's available? This is the whole idea. Now you may say, yeah, but it's my habit. Well, then this is a great year to change the habit. You see, habits, let me ask you this. Are habits good or bad? Of course, you might think good habit is good, bad habit is bad. Listen, habits, by the word habit, it means you're unconscious. So even good habits are not good because it's a habit. You're not thinking about it, right? The whole idea of consciousness or mindfulness is that you're doing something consciously, like brushing your teeth, saying something, going to work, walking down the street. So become more observant. So you're doing good things in a more conscious way. Don't just call it good habits or bad habits, right? You just want to do it more consciously and the result will be good. That's how you overcome the so-called dragon self-punishment of grandeur in 2024. It's actually that, all right? So it's a year to actually practice mindfulness. What does it mean by mindfulness? Become more observant about what's going on and be more responsive instead of reactive to situations. That's how you solve the problem. Now you may say, but will I make more money? Will I make more money? Well, do you want to make more money? There's a good money star this year. It's called the Golden Carriage. Yeah, a carriage full of gold. That's what it means in the old days. Basically, it means that there are opportunities for you to take on that new role. Maybe wealth doesn't just come in the form of dollars and cents. It could be other forms of value, maybe a better relationship, maybe a better connection with someone, maybe a happier time with somebody. But Golden Carriage definitely indicates good value. But because you have the Grand Duke position, so you might not take on the position because you might be scared, you might be fearful of something. So being proactive, being a leader, you have to replace, you have to trade fear with faith. You have to trade fear away with faith. Faith replaces fear. It's the same imagination, but when imagination gone bad, there's fear. Imagination done well is called faith. So when you have that, that's how you will excel in the year where Grand Duke is your star. Because together with Grand Duke, there's another star called Duke's Arrival. It means everybody is paying attention to you. So if everyone is paying attention to you, you know right now, especially in period 9, attention is the new currency. People who can command attention commands the flow of wealth. Okay, look at all the influencers, right? Look at all the people in social media. People who commands attention commands the direction of wealth. So maybe this is the year that you'll shine, okay? Now, not to worry about all these negative stars called the punishment stars. Basically, it means that self-punishment means that some mistakes that you do, you regret and you're not aware. So basically, what I told you about becoming aware, more conscious about what you do, there will be no self-punishment. Self-punishment is basically you did something that you regret later and you sabotage yourself. Some people are in the habit of sabotaging themselves, right or not? They sabotage themselves when they have something good going on, then they mess it up. Relationship was going on good, and then they mess it up, right? They say shit that just spoils the whole fun, right? So what should you do? Well, basically consciousness. Become more conscious of it. No amount of prayer and well wishes can change this. What you need to do is just take control of what your actions and the stuff that you say. Decide to do it. That's the first step. Decide to be more conscious with your words. Decide to be more conscious with what you do, and by doing so, you will eliminate the punishment element in the chart for 2024, and that's how you move ahead. Okay, now let's have a look at the spiritual aspect of 2024. You actually have a void star or void spiritual energy in the chart. Now, void, is it good? It's good for letting go. It's good for achieving emptiness. Now, void doesn't mean your bank account is void, okay? Don't take it to that negative level. Void basically means it's a time where certain things that have been holding you back, the invisible chains, all this while, all this burden that you carry on for yourself because you felt that you need to do, is the time to let it go. Time to make peace with it. That's the power of having this void in the chart, okay? Sometimes it's a search for self, that discovery that's so important. And when you do that, well, you have a new level of spiritual enlightenment. Well, that's something that you can look for in 2024. Now, let's see how the dragon respond in every different sector of your chart. It could be in the year of dragon, you could be born in the month of dragon, you could be born the day of dragon or hour of the dragon. If you don't know your astrology chart already, see the link that's on your screen right now or on the comment section. Click on this and plot your BaZi astrology chart. You should be able to see your year, month, day, and hour of birth. Now, for some of you are asking, should I use a China hour or Malaysia hour? No, use your current hour, your hour of birth at the time wherever you're born. Your local country, wherever you're born, that is the time of your birth. Follow that, okay? All right, now, if your dragon is in the year of birth, okay, so in the year of birth, that means in terms of your work this year, there will be that sort of a, opportunity for you to lead in the business, maybe in the industry, right? Sometimes if you see the gap in the industry and you step up, there will be an opportunity for you to actually start a new business or actually do something new service for other people, okay? Now, if you are of a senior age right now, nowadays it's very hard to tell what is senior, right? I would say 75 and above probably needs to be a little bit more aware of their movements and all that, because offending grandeur basically means sometimes you're unconscious of your movements and you might get injured only if you are not becoming aware, right? Remember, pretend to walk on gold, definitely you'll see where you're going, right or not? Okay? So now, if the dragon is in the month of birth, okay, this is the month represents career. So the career, Golden Carriage, there will be opportunities, but usually not basically just given like that. You have to take on the leadership role. You have to be the leader to help a team. If you say, I don't have a team, you don't have a team because your vision is unclear and you don't know how to collaborate. Okay? When your vision is clear, you attract people. When you know how to collaborate, you work well with people. Two things you need to learn. Well, if you don't know how, learn how. Okay? What's the problem? Yeah? So, and then if the dragon is in the day of birth, well, this one means a little bit tough in terms of relationship. Well, maybe this year you might find your spouse, whatever he or she is saying, a little bit more bossy than usual because he or she is the Grand Duke this year. You know what? It's okay. It's time to actually, take it easy, right? Not everything is meant to offend you. Sometimes if you are more relaxed, you'll be fine, okay? Now, if the dragon is in the hour of birth, well, Golden Carriage in the hour of birth represents opportunities relating to investments. So 2024 will be a good year for you to study the trends, understand the marketplace, right? Be careful, of course, but make sure you understand the opportunities that are there because this year you might spot one or two that is super useful for you, okay? Now, so if you want to learn more about the astrology chart in detail, different animal signs and all that, go to this link that you see on your screen right now and download the Triverse Guide. Yep, the Triverse Guide for 2024. Me and my team have written extensively about the year, and it's not all words. It's full of nice, beautiful pictures and graphs. Easy to read, I assure you, okay? So go ahead and download this Triverse Guide, and while you're at it, if you want to join Tribe Plus, I recommend that you do because Tribe Plus is our new subscription base for monthly analysis personalized to your chart. Okay, there are a lot of perks as well if you join Tribe Plus. Go ahead and click on the link and find out about Tribe Plus for 2024. And again, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thank you so much for watching, and on behalf of Team Joviup and myself, here's wishing you a fantastic and wealthy 2024.